Do you have trouble opening up to people? Do you find yourself to be constantly uneasy and on edge in your relationship? Trust issues might be at the core of it. Trust issues can harm your relationships and your mental health. It's important to be mindful of signs of trust issues so you can work on moving past them. So here are 5 signs that someone has trust issues. Number 1, constantly comparing new people to toxic people from your past. A person with trust issues may develop a tendency to compare new people that they meet to people from their past that hurt them. Do you find yourself constantly looking for similarities between your partner and someone who hurt you in the past? It's important not to ignore red flags, but you may have been obsessively seeking signs of toxic behavior even when your partner hasn't given you reason to. If all you can think about in your current relationship is how your previous partner mistreated you, you may have developed trust issues. Number 2, keeping others at a distance. Have you observed that you tend to keep other people at a distance? You may feel reluctant to open up or get close to others. The thought of being vulnerable and opening up about your feelings, fears, and insecurities might feel too difficult or too scary to attempt. On the other hand, you may have noticed that it's your partner who avoids sharing their deeper feelings with you. Perhaps they always shut down whenever you try to open up this type of conversation, no matter how kindly you approach the subject. This can also extend to physical intimacy. Perhaps either you or your partner feel unsafe or even terrified at the prospect of physical intimacy with the other. Trust issues are one of the possible causes. Additionally, if you have a tendency to push people away, it can also be because of trust issues. Number 3, fear of commitment. Pushing people away goes hand in hand with a fear of commitment, both of which stem from a fear of opening up and being truly seen. Thinking of relationship commitments in the long term may be a little scary, but you may end up running from people you can see yourself having loving, meaningful relationships with. Succumbing to a fear of commitment could be detrimental to your own happiness and is a sign that you may have trust issues to work through. If the person you are romantically involved with is confusing you with conflicting signs, it may be worth looking into whether they have a fear of commitment and trust issues at the root of it. Number 4, frequent suspicions. Trust issues are often accompanied by suspicious behaviors. This could mean that either you or your partner tend not to believe what other people say, even when there's no specific reason to doubt them. You might live life on the edge, always expecting others to hurt or betray you, constantly suspicious of people's motives and actions. This inclination to believe that others are deceptive can also extend to friends and family. It can be difficult to accept kind gestures, love, and affection because of these suspicions of ulterior motives. Suspicion within a relationship can also involve jealousy and possessive behaviors. And number 5, picking fights. Do you or your partner have a history of being in dramatic and stormy relationships? More importantly, is your current relationship turbulent? Does one of you often pick fights with the other, even over small or petty things? Issues with trust and constantly assuming the worst of your partner can build up within a relationship and result in explosions of arguments and accusations.